Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Liam might wake up allowing he's wedded to Steffy. Will Liam's head injury mess with his memory? Liam had a fierce sweepstakes with Bill, who called his son out for fumbling both Steffy and Hope with his waffling jest. Steffy sang Liam's praises in a discussion with Ridge Teffy's ever bond with Liam and how she's always going to watch about him. All of that seems important, especially now that Liam is in the middle of a major medical extremity. Liam just dropped over in Bill's living room and hit his head on the way down, so that could be an indication about where his story is going. Is there a reason why the show had Liam take that blow to the head? Could they be setting up some kind of amnesia situation? After Sheila shot Steffy and Finn in the alley, Steffy eventually woke up allowing Liam was still her hubby. Of course, Steffy was actually married to Finn, who was believed to be deceased at that point. It was a crushing blow once Steffy realized the verity, but it all worked out in the end since Finn made a miraculous comeback. Now it might be Liam's turn to awaken and believe Steffy is his woman. A whole lot of drama could affect from Liam's memory getting climbed. Since it looks like Steffy will be the one to deliver Liam at the Spencer manse, the show may be trying to push these two together again. It would clearly fit for a plot where Liam wakes up allowing he's a happy couple with Steffy. No matter how it all goes down, Liam's medical fire will surely pull Steffy back in his direction. Liam might make some prognostications regarding his future with Steffy once he regains knowledge. Bill may cry to a former honey over Liam, but will it be Katie or Brooke? Bill and Liam had enough violent fight at the Spencer manse before Liam collapsed. Liam complained about Bill's bone-bill fleece of armor and his incapability to express his love. Of course, Liam's rearmost medical exigency is sure to turn Bill's world upside down. This may scarify Bill enough to realize he needs to make some major changes to his life. Bill will surely feel terrible for walking down and leaving Liam alone when a health extremity was imminent. Although Bill had no way of knowing Liam was going to ship over, he's still going to struggle with some guilt. There should be some intimidating moments for Bill once he ultimately gets updates on Liam's medical drama. It's easy to imagine Bill soliciting remission at Liam's sanitarium bedside sooner or laterally. While Bill is staying for news on Liam's condition, he may turn to someone familiar for comfort. Bill could fluently get support from Anik's wife during all this, so we've to consider whether it might be Katie or Brooke who offers a shoulder to cry on. Now that Ridge has chosen Taylor, Brooke is single and could use another romantic path. Bill and Brooke are always going to have a strong connection, so perhaps she'll comfort him in his time of need. It could potentially lead to Brooke and Bill rejuvenating effects at some point. On the other hand, Bill is always going to have a special bond with Katie as well. Will inescapably worry about Liam's fire, so Katie should be involved in this plot as Will's mama and Bill's partner. This might be a good time for Katie to come together with Bill and substantiation a metamorphosis in him. Bill might authentically evolve into the person Katie needs him to be, especially if he can move her. She's truly the only woman for him. Liam's medical platoon will make some prognostications about his condition and fate soon, so stay tuned for further information on what he's dealing with. Bill will hope to make effects right with Liam once he's recovered enough, but he may lean on Brooke or Katie in the meantime. Bill and his son Liam verbally battered to the point that the Ultimate quit his job at Spencer Publications. Liam and Bill argued due to the Ultimate's meddling in Luna release and amnesty for boggling two people. What was he allowing? What will the Nepo baby do now without Daddy's job? Let's anatomize the waffle's rearmost move and how it could shake up the oil. Liam has nothing except for his job. At least, suckers haven't seen him do much in the last many months, so if Liam just quit, does that signal the character is leaving? Liam seems to be frontal and center when he's involved with someone like Hope. At the present time he's licking his injuries after she chose Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, but now that relationship is in remains. Could Hop lift again? First out, we'd need to confirm that Ivy isn't interested in him. When she came back to city she flirted like frenetic with Liam, but we haven't seen them together for a while. So, if Liam is a devoted bachelorette for the time being, we've the perfect job opening for him. Love counsel to youngish bro Will. Luna is pawing at Will, Who's on the hedge about how patient he'll be with Electra chasteness? Liam has been between two women, Hope and Steffy, just as well as now. There's no one better to help him navigate the triangle than Liam. Do you agree? Still, would Steffy give him a pity job at FC? If so, Liam would be in a high position to advise Will and perhaps make a play for his spouses, if Liam really is out at Spencer Publications. Steffy could feel sorry for her baby daddy, and at FC Liam has a frontal seat to the deterioration of Shin's marriage. Tell us BNB suckers, what do you want to see be next for Liam? There are some observers out there who are raising their eyebrows at Will and his jest. These days. That's because they suppose that he's grown up to be a coitus pest and feel as though the character is turning out to be gross, for a lack of a better term. Will sounded to be a bit annoying and entitled while he was whining for coitus from Electra. Sure, everyone deserves a little adult time, but Will needs to control himself when he's in public with his gal, right? It goes without saying that the internet clearly did have a lot to say about the matter. Some indeed reflected with, Will is handsome, gregarious, extremely rich, and he works in a structure full of fashion models. He'd have zero trouble getting coitus whenever he wants it, wherever it's accessible. He'd have zero need or reason to turn to a periodical killer who tried to con her way into getting his family and also, when that failed, made out with his pater. Another critic wrote, how old is Will supposed to be? College age, right? They mentioned boarding academy. Seems to me like he's carrying the way a wanton council sprout would. How numerous council connections sizzle because one person isn't ready for coitus yet and the other bone is. Happens all the time. And also there was this comment as well. Electra said Will wants to go further. He's frustrated without coitus and Electra wasn't ready. At the same time, crazy is coming on to Will. I'm 99.9 sure Will is going to end up in bed with Luna. Could this be the reason why she hasn't been on the oil for such a long time? That's what a lot of the bold and the beautiful suckers can't help but suppose, as numerous have made it clear that they suppose that Electra is missing that redundant grit that a lot of other characters on the show have. Not only that, but they also suppose that Electra and her current love interest will have absolutely no chemistry together. That, and a lot of people suppose that it's only going to be a matter of time before Will ends up in bed with Luna. After all, she has been making her moves on him, and seeing how effects are going nowhere with Electra, it's only a matter of time before that happens, right? As you can imagine, the internet clearly did have a lot to say about the matter. Some have indeed reflected with, her name is ironic because she's just so boring and she's so monotone. She can be a good person and still have a personality. She and Will have zero chemistry. Another addict wrote, that drive she gave Luna looked so funny to me. She's boring as hell. Veritably enough, but so boring. She needs some personality. And also there was this comment as well, I don't find her boring, she just a rather subtle character. Principally old Hope if she stayed in her lane. Electra will stand her ground if corner, but I suppose her relationship with Will is cute, it's veritably youthful teen love, which is fascinating when it's teen and not Ridge and Brooke still acting like children in their relationship.